Okay, good morning and happy Saturday. Welcome to Core Flow X, or 10, being the 10th week now of this sheltering at home experience that we're living through, at least here in California. A couple things before we get going. The sound might sound a little differently. I finally was able to get a lav mic, testing it out. Hope it sounds good, or hopefully better. This will allow me to move around and you won't hear like the sound fade in and out from the microphones I've set up around the room. But of course, being very close and there being a lot of dynamic movement, it might jostle around, so I'll do my best with it. But I'm very happy about that advancement. Today, the focus is going to be something that people comment about in the flows, which is flying crow. So we are going to have a rigorous core-based flow because so much of that transition from crow pose into flying crow depends upon your abdominal engagement. So we're really going to hone in and break that down today, and hopefully that'll dispel some myths, because usually if I just bust it out, you know, it can seem very challenging, but like anything, if you break it down into manageable steps and you practice step by step, it makes a lot more sense. Okay, derekparis.com/yoga for schedule information and donation links if you are so inspired for these classes. I think this is number 32 now in the archives. And I'll be doing my next workshop on June 7th. I haven't decided the topic yet, but I'm going to be doing a Zoom workshop monthly. Those are closed group, so there is a fee. One of the ways that you can participate, though, is through the paid level of my newsletter, which is at Substack, derekparis.substack.com. That's all on my regular website. But I have a weekly newsletter that features original writing about wellness and anxiety management and different optimization techniques. And so the free newsletter goes out to everyone twice a month, but for the paid level, you also get access to the monthly workshop. So just trying to figure out how to best navigate this time and create as much content and information for people that will help them in their lives. That's really the goal here. All right, so if you have a block, I suggest it. You don't need it, but there will be one specific thing we're doing. Not everyone needs the block for it. I do, which is simply the transition from squatting to sitting and then back up. I don't have the ankle flexibility for that, so a block helps me out, so that's for that. Everything else will be body weight. All right, so let's get to work. Let's begin actually seated, and then we'll move to our back. You're gonna find your Baddha Konasana here. Bring your feet together and press your feet into one another and just start to move your hips side to side. Now obviously, as we progress with arm balances, if you don't have a crow practice yet, whenever we start the steps towards flying crow, you can work on crow. Right? Sometimes what I've noticed is that if you see the final form, some people will immediately not even take the first step, and the first step is crow pose. So this will be a great chance. Lift your butt up and move in and out a few times. So pulse here. Very often things that I demo, and this is true of everyone, what you see as something that I'm able to do is the result of many, many failures along the way. That's called learning, right? So that's always important to recognize. Now slide in, keep your butt off the ground, try to get a little bit closer, and then again, go side to side. Last note, we will be doing some work on our knees as well in sort of camel variations, thunderbolts, and lunges. So you can have some padding near the back of your mat for that if you need. Okay, so come back down, just a little inner thigh rotation. Now align your backs, hug your knees into your chest, and take one hand over each knee, and then start to circle your knees in opposing directions here. And as always with these circular movements, try to make it smooth. So meaning, doesn't matter how big or small the movement is, you want to try to find a rotation that feels somewhat like a circle. Won't be a perfect circle. Reverse directions. And then come into happy baby pose. And we're gonna pulse this happy baby a little bit, and it's early, so you might hold your ankles or your shins, doesn't have to be your feet. I want you to pull your knees down outside of your armpits, and then try to flatten out your lower back, your sacrum specifically, towards the ground, so a little abdominal engagement. Keep that, and then stretch your legs out into the letter V to a straddle stretch. And then you're gonna inhale, bend your knees back. It's not a huge motion for me at least. And then exhale, straighten your legs. Some of you, of course, can probably bring your toes to the ground without even being warmed up. And take a few more rounds of that. So finding your range of motion. But if you can get your toes closer to the ground, but your lower back is lifting, try not to let that happen. Right? So stay engaged in center, especially on your exhale. So you're maintaining that. That's going to be an important piece for flying crow. One more. All right, and then bend your knees back down, put your feet to the ground for a bridge pose. We're going to pulse this a few times. You're going to take your right ankle over your left thigh into pigeon and lift your hips up into a bridge. Let your right knee fall open. And then as you start to lower down, you release your foot down as your sacrum comes to the ground, and then take the left side. So just taking an inhale, finding that baby back bend here as your hip opens, and then lower back down. And let's try that 2 more rounds. All right, left side. And one more round, right side. And left side. Now, right ankle over your left thigh is something we did in stretch on Thursday. I like this, so get our hips ready for the next movement. So you have this crossover, drop your knees over to the right. Tap your right knee to the ground if you can, and then lift up, and then bring your legs over to the left, bring your right foot to the ground, and when it gets there, try to push your right knee away from you as you push your left knee into your shin. Right, so that will create a little more engagement. So as you go across to the right, you're pushing down through your right ankle into the outer left thigh, and you get into the QL bit there, and then as you come across, again, your right knee goes away from you as your left knee comes towards you to create a little tension in the front of the right thigh. Let's take 2 more rounds like that. Just a little pause in each direction just to add a little emphasis to it. And then 1 more round. Okay, and then come back, and let's switch that out. Left ankle over your right thigh, and then drop your knees over to the left, push down, and then lift up. Left foot down, left knee away from you, right knee in. I'll take 3 more rounds. So I know one thing that has happened during this process is people that I used to teach in New York or might have found me from some other way have been enjoying these classes and are like, you know, we have the archive when the sheltering at home is over. But honestly, even if I reduce my course from 3 to 1, I'll think I'm going to keep doing this. I have all the equipment now, and I'm really enjoying, even if it's virtually, communicating with so many people I haven't talked to or seen in a long time. So I think we got at least a weekly thing happening here. Last round. And I do also like the asks, right? The flying crow today, come back to center, hug your knees in. Has come from people saying they want to learn about this. So please keep your requests coming. Tuesday I'll be doing a leg balancing class for someone in New York who's taking my class, Richard. Okay, here we go. Let's warm up our core now. Got our hips ready. So come back into happy baby pose. And we're going to do crow on our back. You're going to bring your hands up like your palms are against the ceiling. And then as you inhale, you stay. And then as you exhale, you pull your knees down and lift your upper body up. Inhale, lie back. Very small movement. Exhale, lift up. Little baby crunches here. Inhale. Exhale. I don't really like the term crunch though. I mean, it's not really what you're doing, right? There's that inward motion, but you're really flattening your back on the ground as you engage. Let's take 5 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last 4. 3. Final 2. And last one. Let's come up and hold for about 10 seconds. Squeeze your knees down, push your palms up, engage from center. Make sure your neck is long so you're looking at the ceiling. Pull up a little higher, take another breath. And release. Hug your knees in. Okay. Put your left foot to the ground, stretch your right leg up to the ceiling. So left foot down will be your modification if needed. Otherwise, left leg on the ground or left foot hovers. Pretty basic. Arms up, extend forward, pull your navel in, just right leg lifts. Just 10 to warm up at center. We're halfway through. Lift your chest a little higher. Keep engaged for 5, 4, final 3. Pull up a little bit higher for your last 2. And 1. Lift your right leg. Relax your left leg. Right knee in. Easy twist. Just 3 breaths. So as we build this, we're going to do something similar to last week, and we'll go from planking to our backs. So we'll get a little more core work there. Let's come back to center. Bend your right knee, put your foot down. Last one on our backs here for now. Left leg up. Again, you can stay here, work it. You can put your right foot down or hover it. Chest forward and up. Left leg lowers and lifts. 1. Again. You want to lower and lift at the same tempo, so you're not rushing the way up, which seems to be the tendency in this. Just get back to 0 as quickly as possible. Not really the goal here. That's 5. 5 more. 5. 4. Final 3. Maybe chest up a little bit more. 4, 2. And 1. Lift up. Right leg relaxes, left knee in, spinal twist. Back to center and hug your knees in, rock up to sit. Cross your shins, come forward, and then slide towards the back of your mat. So a little foot and ankle work here before we get going. So toes tucked behind you. You're going to lift your hips up and then push your heels back towards the ground. Open your knees wide. Stretch your heart forward and then tap your knees down, getting that foot stretch. Right, one of my favorite ankle warm-ups, foot stretches, etc. Right, this basic little motion here, just hitting so many different areas in our ankles, our feet, our knees, and our hips. Also, you can probably feel quite a bit in your back as you stretch back. Just keep that rocking for a couple rounds. All right, we're going to build a little something from here. First little flow. So you press back, heels towards the ground. You tap your knees to the ground. Step your right foot forward to lunge. Stretch your arms up. Lower your hands, slide that leg back, toes tucked, push your hips back. As you come forward, knees tap, left foot steps into low lunge. Hands come down, we're going to press it back and then do it again. We're going to lift up. Now maybe this time you can take your arms forward, tap, right foot forward, arms up. So maybe not using your hands in that transition, Might not use them the whole time. I'm gonna use them there. So let's go, knees down, left foot forward. So like any progression, you can always go back a step. Step your foot back, and then press your hips back. Let's add a layer. Come forward, right foot forward, arms up, and then runner stretch. Sit back, hands to the ground or not, toes tucked or not. Let's do it again. Low lunge, sink back. 2 more. Just playing with your range of motion here. Starting to get into these lunges. Last one. Sit back. Now pop up, right foot back, press back, knees go wide. 1 more. Tap down, left foot forward. And then find your runner stretch. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. For 2. And 1. And then swing your left foot back, pop up, press back. Just adjust on my mat. So as you open your knees and press back, now we'll look forward. We're gonna crawl. Slide your body forward on the ground, finding your first cobra. As you round back through a cat back, tuck your toes, pop your hips up, sit back. Okay, there's base level. We can avoid the ground though. Slide forward, chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Toes tucked, lift up, press back. Keep going, 2 more rounds, but maybe from here we can pop forward, chaturanga, hop. Up dog. Press back. 1 more, look forward, you can crawl, slide, or hop. Chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Pedal out through your feet. Okay, let's keep loading. Come out to plank pose. All right, this is what I was talking about with the flips. We're gonna press our butt back to our heels. Inhale, right knee to chest. Pull it forward between your arms. Do it again. Press back, stay on the right leg. Pull it forward. 3 more. Back, forward. 2, forward. 1 more. Press back, pull it forward. Slide your right leg through. Lower onto the ground. Slide your right knee in. We're up. Low boat pose. Right knee in. Stretch it forward. 1. Right knee in. 2. 3 more. Arms forward. Pull in for 3. Last 2. Final 1. Pull in. Stretch it forward. Left leg down, right leg out to the side. Come up onto your right forearm. It's like a little kettlebell work. Right hand, sweep it back, down dog, split. Bend your right knee, open up your hip, inhale. Pull it forward, step to lunge. Stretch up, high lunge, inhale. Just pulse your hips, up and down, any degree here. Getting a little juicier. Good, sink down. Chair pose, drop in. To stand, inhale, press up, cactus if you want it. Open, exhale, forward bend. Flat back, inhale, lengthen, first flow, chaturanga. Let's move it, left leg up, knee in, step forward, warrior 1. 1 breath up, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale, flow back. As you're back, right leg up, knee in, and step. Warrior 1, inhale. Hands to the ground, chaturanga, flow. Back to dog. Okay, second side, roll out to plank. Pop back, butt to heels. Nice and low. Exhale, left knee to chest. Pull. Inhale back. Left knee forward 2. Back. 3. 4. Last time. Press back. Bring it forward. Slide through. Come to lie on your back. Woo. Left knee in. Right leg up. Here we go. 5 times. Stretch your leg forward. Draw it in 1. Forward. Pull it in 2. Last 3. Final 2. Forward. Pull it in. Extend it out. Open your leg up. Come up. We've got all the room. We're going to put our right hand down. Left hand down first. Down dog split. Press up. Bend your left knee. Open up your hip. Inhale. Nice and easy lunge. Come up. High lunge. Pulse. Four, 3, 2, sink, chair. Drop in. Stand up, inhale. I'll open at the top if you want it. Exhale, forward bend. Flat back, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, flow back to dog. Inhale, lift your right leg. Draw your knee in and step. Warrior 1. Chaturanga. Left leg up and step. Warrior 1. Hands down and flow. Okay, from your down dog, tap your knees down, sit on your heels. As you sit back, you're gonna take your arms forward, take a little counter stretch here, give our arms a moment. Right arm over your left, eagle wrap your arms, and then stretch up. 3 breaths. And release your hands down. Left arm over right. Lift up, 3 breaths. All right, stretch down. Okay, make sure you're at the back of your mat. Let's play with one more transition here. We're gonna take our right arm over our left, come to stand, take your right foot to lunge, and then lower your forearms inside of your right foot. Step back, sit all the way back. As you lift up, left arm up, left leg comes forward, and sink down. Now we got 2 more rounds. Step back, you may take it into a high lunge. Right arm forward, right leg forward, and then you stretch down. You want to lower your knee first, sit back, it all goes left side, you come forward, lower it down. Tap your knee down, if it's up, sit back. One more time, right leg, right arm. Press it back, left side. Press it back. Thunderbolt, stand up on your knees. Inhale, look forward, chaturanga, maybe on the top of your feet, upward facing. Down dog. Take your feet as wide as your mat. And I want you to walk your feet in step by step, like an inch or 2 forward each time. Try to keep your palms down as you step your feet outside of your hands. Okay, Malasana, squat pose. 5 rounds. Squat up to stand. Inhale. You can keep your arms up or forward or down. Squat. 1. Up. Strong center, especially as you lower. 2. 3 more. Last 2. Final 1. Hands down, ragdoll. Keep your feet a little bit wide. Okay, like I said, a bit of a tutorial class. So, we're gonna set up crow pose here. Bring your feet in a little, squat down, heels can be up. So, with crow, just think plank, straight arms, into chaturanga. Your heart has to come forward. So as you set it up, your knees can be outside of your triceps or on the back is a little more challenging. So right now my arms are straight, I'm in plank. I want to start to lean forward towards chaturanga to find my crow. Now keep looking forward, engage center, chaturanga. Okay, we're going to be revisiting, we're going to build this, but let's flow. Right leg up, pull your knee in, and step. High lunge. Inhale. Exhale, left hand to the ground, right arm to the ceiling, big rotations. Now we go, right arm back, back heel down, reverse warrior. So big stretch into your first skandasana, into your left leg. Got that flow? Reverse warrior. Twisting runner's lunge. Big cartwheels in the arms. Now we're in the upper back. Let's try it again. Right arm back, reverse warrior. Left side, skandasana. Reverse warrior. Twisting runner's lunge. Let's do one more. Reverse warrior. Skandasana. Reverse. Twisting runner's lunge. Now, in your twisting runner's lunge, look down. Spin your outer left foot down. Pull your right knee to your chest, inside plank. Shoot your right leg back. Do it again, right knee to chest, leg back, 2. 3 more. You can always have your left knee down for 3. Last 2. Down. Last 1. Pull your knee in, look down. Oh, we're going onto our backs. Fall in triangle to your back. Slide down, right knee in. Got that one, Elena? Yeah, right leg up, arms overhead. Exhale, twist, left elbow, right thigh. Arms up to center, 1. Overhead, twist. Back up, center, 2. 3 more rounds, twist. And up, 3. Over, twist. Over, 4. Last round, twist. We go up, over 5. Good. Hug your right knee in, drop back, take a breath. Take your right leg out to the side, come up onto your right forearm, onto your right hand. Left arm, we can take a big windmill. Up and over, down dog split. Right leg up. Now, pull your right knee to your right tricep. To the center of your chest, to your tricep, same side. Center, tricep. Center. 2 more, tricep. Center, round your back a little more, tricep. Center, look forward, chaturanga. All right, back to down dog. A lot in there, but it all has purpose. I hope. Left leg up, we'll find out. Draw your knee in, step forward. High lunge, inhale. Remember the windmills. Left arm forward, down, back, twisting runner's lunge. Then we go back on the left arm, reverse warrior. So big windmill, down a Skandasana, right side. Reverse warrior, twisting runner's lunge. Remember that back heel rotation, so important. Reverse warrior. Skandasana. Reverse. Twist it out, 2. One more round, reverse. Skandasana. Reverse. Twisting runner's lunge, pause. Spin your right foot down, left arm up. Modify knee down if you need. Left knee to your chest. Shoot it back, 1. Pull it in. Back, 2. 3 more, in. Push it out through your heel. Last 2. Press. Pull it in. Float it under to your back. All the way down. Left knee in. Left leg up. Arms overhead. Twist. Over. Center. Inhale. Twist. Over. 2. Inhale. Twist. Over. Center. 2 more. Twist. Center. Last round. Twist. Over. Center. Left knee in. Take a breath. Left leg out to the side. As much as you can. I got a little wall problem. Up onto your left forearm. Onto your left hand. We're going to lift up and over. Down dog split. Bend your knee, open your hip. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. To your chest. To your tricep. To your chest. Tricep. Chest. Push the ground away. 2 more. Tricep. Chest. Last one. Chest. Shoot it back. Chaturanga. Back to down dog. Bend your knees. Step or jump to the top of your mat. Ragdoll for a moment. Let that go. Okay. I think we're warmed up. Soften your knees. Come on up to stand. So this is the thing that we need our block for if you need it. You may not. If you can sit all the way to the ground but come back up without it, awesome. Okay, I'm going to place it near the back of my mat. We're going to do 5 rounds since we've been doing 5, and then 1 more flow, and then we'll break down flying crow. Okay? All right, you can't answer, so yes, we'll say yes. So what we do is we squat down onto the ground or the block into boat. We come back up to stand, we squat down, we come forward to crow, and then we go back and stand up. All right, so let's do it slowly. You want to be just in front of the block so that your sitting bones land on it. And we'll do it slow together. There's no rush in any of this. You actually want to be able to control the entire thing. Start to squat, sit your butt down, find boat, extend your legs out. Put your feet down, come back up to stand. Squat down, hands down to crow. Tap your feet, back down to stand. 1. Make a little meditation out of it. Squat to boat. Back to stand. Squat to crow. To stand. Now, if this sequence is a little much, what? You have options. You can hold boat. You can practice squats. You can practice crow. You can go from squat to crow a couple times. Right, so that's what I mean. There's always modifications that you can play with. This is just breath and movement, nothing more. It should be a little challenging, or else you probably wouldn't come back. Last round. Final crow. As you stand up, grab your block. Okay. Place the block off to the side. Step to the top of your mat. Let's just move a little bit, one more round, and then we'll get to flying crow. Arms up. Exhale, fold. Flat back. Chaturanga. Nothing fancy, you've done it all already. Lift your right leg up. Pull in, step. High lunge. Twisting runner's lunge. Reverse warrior. Skandasana. Reverse warrior. Twisting runner's lunge. Side plank or flip your dog. Only difference, just a breath. Look down, chaturanga. Lift your left leg. Nice and easy step. High lunge. Twisting runner's lunge. Reverse warrior. Skandasana. Reverse warrior. Twisting runner's lunge. Side plank or flip your dog. Chaturanga. Drop your knees about the middle of your mat. Sit back on your heels. Okay, so with flying crow, the transition. If you try to go, we'll say left leg back first. If you try to go from your left tricep all the way back, it's possible. But if you don't know this yet, this transition, it's very hard. Even though I've been doing this for a long time, I still always bring my knee to the center of my chest, then I extend it. What that does is it gives your abdominal muscles and your upper body the awareness of where the balance is. So if you're able to hold crow, squeeze your right knee in, and then pull your left knee to center using your rotator muscles, your quadricep, your psoas, and your abdominal muscles, then the extension will just happen. All right, but it's that first, that's where everyone gets caught up, because their knee is outside their tricep and they try to go straight back. And guess what? You're gonna collapse the whole architecture of that foundation to the left when you do that. That's why you'll see people fall to the left, most likely. So the thing about what I'm talking about is if you fall, it's not a very far fall, but if you're in crow and you bring your left knee to center, that's about the worst thing that happens, right? Just this little drop to center. Much better than going out and then everything falling, because that's when you can get like a side face plant. We don't want that. So let's try it. Toes tucked. As you come into crow, what will it take to first get your left knee to center? And relax, roll out your wrists. The thing about learning arm balances, you don't want to just do them and do them and do them. You will get tired, so you try to get it right away. That's why I always advise to, as soon as you get to crow, start to do it. The longer you wait, the harder it's going to be. Try the other leg first, All right, so as you come into crow, squeeze your left knee in and then pull your right knee to center. And then relax. Okay, so that might be your practice today and for a while, and that's fine. But let's just give it one more shot since it's the theme today. Now, when your left knee goes to center, important, make sure you're looking forward. Right, because the tendency will be like, I want to look at my knee, and then you could collapse forward. So you want to look forward, and then you start to extend your left leg back. So as you come up, you're looking forward, left knee in, and then extend your leg back. Right, you'll notice I had to pitch forward a little bit because it's that pendulum effect, right? Maybe. Try it. Try the other side. We'll let it go. So as you come in, squeeze it all in, right knee to center, and then extend that leg back. You want to cheat forward a little bit, and then back. Let's try it in our transition. Give it a shot. If your leg is back, then it's just a soft little hop to chaturanga. So let's try the left side. We'll do pigeon, stretch a little bit, and then we'll try the last side. So again, if you're just at the stage of pulling your knee off, awesome, try that. If you're just learning crow, you got one more shot on this side. So crow pose, maybe, left knee in, left leg back, hover, chaturanga. And back, look forward, right shin forward, and pigeon. Okay. Had a pretty intense hip stretch pigeon sort of class Thursday if you need some good hip work. So for today, let's just take about a minute here. There's been a lot of compression in this class, right? A lot of shortening of muscle to strengthen. So let's try to elongate here, at least through your left leg, at least through your upper body, and then soften your head. Just take a few deep breaths. Of course, if you have a variation, if you have the energy to back bend or twist, by all means, go for it. And take 3 more deep breaths here. And walk your hands back. Down dog for a moment. If you want to flow, take it. And then last time, making your way up to the top of your mat, staying low here. Nice transition. And then we'll try the last side. So right knee to center. Maybe it floats. Maybe it extends back, maybe you hop back. Okay, so lift up, crow, right knee in, extend, hop. When you're ready, left side pigeon. And take about 3 more deep breaths here. Okay, last time, press back to downward facing. If you're up for a final flow, come through it. And before we come down, just taking dolphin pose, just get a nice upper back stretch. Drop your head, walk your feet in, press your chest towards your thighs. If you want to go for anything fancy like a forearm stand, you can obviously do it. I'm just going to push my hips back and push my chest towards my thighs. Take 5 deep breaths. Tap your knees down and sit back on your heels. Do a few shoulder circles. Reverse. Okay. And then I'm going to twist. Come onto your hands and knees. Bring your left hand forward a little bit. Slide your right shoulder to the ground. And just breathe. So it's my left arm that's now working this. So turn your left elbow up. You can take your left hand behind your back. There's all sorts of options here if you know them. But what I do advise is pushing the top of your right hand down. Otherwise, you're just kind of leaning on your shoulder. And that's not really the goal here. You do want to have that twist. So that isometric engagement in the arm will help. Take about 3 more breaths. Left palm down, and press back up. And switch sides. So right hand forward, and come on down. And same thing, push the top of your left hand down, rotate your right elbow up, or take your variation. Three more breaths. And come back up. Sit back, swing your legs around. Stretch your legs out in front of you. Keep twisting, bend your right knee, cross your right thigh over. You can bend your left knee or keep it straight. Stretch your left arm up and take your spinal twist. Every inhale, try to lift a little higher. As you exhale, navel in, twist. Take 5 more deep breaths. Rotate back to center. I'll switch that out. Left leg across, right leg up, right arm up, and twist. 3 more deep breaths. And back to center. Stretch your legs out in front of you, shake them out. And then just find a comfortable seat for a moment. Let's just take a few moments here for a brief meditation before I leave you, which you can continue or take Shavasana, but just sit up tall for a moment. And we'll do the most simple meditation practice that I know of, which is simply a 4-count breath. The numbers work to give your mind something to focus on. So the coordination of the feeling of the breath and the number help to train your mind to focus on one thing. That's why I call it the most simple, because you have something very, very tangible, at least in your mind, to hone in on. So begin by taking a deep breath. Inhale. And just let it go. Exhale. One more like that. Inhale. Exhale. And then inhale for 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale for 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4. Inhale. Exhale. Let's take a few more rounds together here, quietly now on your own. So as I invite you to stay here for a few minutes, enjoy this, or to lie back and take your Shavasana, I will leave you here, and I'll see you on Tuesday for Dynamic Flow. Namaste, everyone.